Hi guys, this is Madhu Mehta. Welcome to my channel Mehta Saab. Hit that bell icon, subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel so that you just get the news as soon as I upload it. So today I just want to share my thoughts on this very uh, disturbing news that I saw today. And some of you might say that's actually a good news, but just hear me out. So these scientists that you see on the next screen, so these guys actually found a way to generate milk artificially using some microorganisms. And what they did was, it's my assumption that they use a technology called CRISPR that's been for a while, and that's actually a gene editing technology. So they took out genes from a cow that actually produced this milk protein, and they transferred those genes to some microorganisms, and through a process called fermentation, they are now generating artificial milk. What they claim is that it takes 10% of resources to generate the same amount of milk. It tastes the same, and it's been confirmed by people who have actually tasted it. I've not. But my worry here is that the microorganisms, we are doing the editing, gene editing at the level of microorganisms. And these microorganisms in recent times have been found to be more active. So this year alone we saw viruses like Nipah virus, coronavirus, hantavirus, which is an old virus. It emerged in China and had a potential to start another pandemic. We also saw a bacteria in China again that is rendering people impotent. Apart from this, we saw SARS, MERS, and H1N1, and these all have happened in the last decade. So we are seeing that these microorganisms are getting more and more active, and what we are doing is we are trying to play God. We are using our science and technology to generate food artificially to meet the demands of the growing population, which is claimed to be 10 billion by 2050. So instead of addressing the issue of overpopulation, we are generating methods and ways to generate food artificially, which has the potential to cause diseases like cancer and whatnot. Cancer, tumors, and probably other pandemics. So in India, people are very much fond of milk. They consume a lot of milk, but as per a report by WHO, 80% of the milk that is consumed in India is beyond the production capability of India. So only 20% of the milk that is generated in India is natural, 80% is artificial. And the chief adulterants in the milk, as per a report by FSSAI, is detergent, white paint, oil, and other toxic chemicals. So this is very harmful for your health. But as per a report by WHO, our 85 to 90% of population could face serious health issues like cancer if this adulteration in milk is not stopped, and that would happen no later than 2025. So that's scary, right? So now these scientists, while the idea is noble, but the science, that's the way science starts, right? So even if you go into Chinese markets and livestock markets, they will never say that the thing that you are buying has a potential to start a pandemic or has a potential to kill you. You are generating my food, my milk, from a microorganism by doing some gene editing. So I'll just outright say that they are not even sure that it will be 100% safe. And why I'm saying that is, science tells us what they know today. So for instance, people used to say juice is very good for your health. They used to even say milk is very good for your health. But nowadays, people say that if you're drinking milk, if you're drinking dairy products, it's going to be potentially harmful for your health because it has cholesterol, or it has adulterants, or if you're drinking juice, it's not healthy because you're taking the same amount of calories as compared to a soda or any carbonated drink. So they say it's better to eat fruits, right? And so as our understanding evolves, the dangers and the threats that we see today were probably not visible yesterday. So Our understanding evolves every day. Even science is not perfect. Even they don't know all the answers. So after some time, as and when the dangers are discovered, they are brought in front of you. So if we are using gene editing technologies or genetically modifying our food or generating our food from microorganisms, then I am not okay with it. I don't think that's the right way. The right way to address the issue is find out ways to reduce the population. Find out ways to naturally grow more food, right? Probably have a policy that's probably not a one-child policy, but that's related to more on the economic status of a person. So if you cannot actually give a nice life to a child, you don't need to have it, right? So for instance, every couple can be allowed to have one child, but if they want to have one more child, they need to increase their economic status. They need to meet a certain slab so that if they can give a nice life, nice education, right, they can give a full belly meal every day to a child, then only they should have the child. They should not have a child so that the poor kid is allowed to beg on the streets, right? So that should not happen. We should, and it's been seen that countries which have less population, they come up with the idea of genetically modifying your food, while they themselves enjoy organic food, and they so they bring the science to sell you artificially generated food, while they themselves eat the organic food, and the quality of life in those countries is better. So we need to find out ways to decrease our population, and we need to find out ways to depend on more natural products instead of products which are not generated naturally or which are claimed to be genetically modified. Because that's, if you're doing that, right, if you are consuming these chemically artificially chemically generated things, and if you're consuming that, then you're not doing justice to your own body, and you're not just doing justice to your own family. The risk is to you. It's not to those corporates, it's not to those scientists who are actually generating these things. They are doing this so that when you're hungry, you'll eat anything, right? So they'll earn millions while you lose your life. So that's my perspective on it. Maybe you could have your own thoughts, and if you if you resonate with me, then that's fine. Otherwise, Jai Ram Ji ki. And I'll still encourage you to hit that bell icon, and do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we can have a healthy discussion on this. Thank you.